learned so much about you and your family, and I want to tell you a little bit about my family. Okay, so there's two things in my life that I've kept for 40 years, and they both have to do with my parents. My mother's recipe box with all of her handwritten recipes, and my father's farm journal with his handwriting. So the handwriting to me is like super important because it's like a fingerprint, right? It's for one person and one person only on the planet. So every time that I'm at home and I'm cooking and I pull out one of those recipes that's got her handwriting, it's like my mother's with me. And that's pretty special to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, my mother died when I was only 11 years old. And so it's very special to still have those memories, right? But it's the handwriting that struck me. So I thought, what could I make for people all over the world, including my granddaughter, who is amazing, and that's Madeline. How could I make something that everyone would want to keep for that long, for the rest of their lives? So what I did is I started to design Santa's Magical Gift. And this is what I wanted, what I talked to you about using, and we had talked about doing this, something with your charity. Okay, this is it. So what I did is I wanted to do something that fostered child and parent interaction on Christmas morning, like a time capsule. But while that was happening, it was capturing the child's handwriting and the parents' and grandparents' handwriting. So this is what I did. Okay, so Santa's Magical Gift has in it an audiobook. It has a magic box and a wish book. Now the cool part about the audiobook is, okay, when I did the poetry for it, it was kind of tricky because I had to write the poetry. So it was not only whimsical, like a Christmas story, but also it tells the instructions, because it's Santa telling the children what exactly they should do, how they should give him his wishes. So Santa gives the child one of my favorite things. Okay, so this is a wish book. It's a little leather wish book, and it's got a little piece here that opens up, and on the very first page there's a place for the child to write their name. Now what's cool about this is once they have their name in this, they own it for life. You know, once a child's name is in this book, like, forget about it. They own it for life. Right? So then there's 20 years in here, and there's 6 pages per year. And that is cool because they can put their date in it, and for that year, write all their wishes. Then on the next page, maybe write all the reasons they were a good girl or boy. They could do some stick drawings and, you know, all the things that they want to do, and that's up to them. Right? And then they wrap it back around the magic snowflake. Of course, every proper wish book should have a magic snowflake.
Of course.
And then, okay, I'm going to get you to hold that for a second
Sure,
for me.
of course.
And then what happens is, let me take all this out of here. Let me set that down. There. So in here, this is a magic box. Okay? See that, what you got there? That says magic box on the front. It's really, really beautiful. And then the child takes their wish book, once they have their wishes put in it, and they put it in their magic box, and they close it and put it by their bed, on their nightstand. Okay, now, imagine if that child wakes up on Christmas morning, and the box is open, and there's a clue in the box. And the clue is from who?
Santa.
Santa, exactly. So the clue's from Santa, and on the back of it, it says, Dear, and then the child's name. So we'll say, Dear Madeline. And then there's a clue as to where that she should follow, where she should go to find her gift. There's 7 clues per Santa's Magical Gift. So the child goes on a treasure hunt to find their gift on Christmas morning. So not only are you capturing the handwriting of the child in the book, but you're also capturing Santa's handwriting. And the child is earning their gift because they have to find it. Now, I remember Madeline. Madeline did it with her mother. Kay and Madeline had so much fun. It was no internet. It was the two of them giggling and laughing and going from clue to clue to clue until they found their gift. And when she found that gift, she realized the book worked because it was written in her book, right?
Okay.
So then she knows the magic book and the wish book and the magic box work. Now, we do one more thing. On Christmas, at the end of Christmas Day, we want the children to fill out a thank you note. So they fill out a thank you note to Santa, put it in their magic box, close the box, and when they wake up the day after Christmas, if it's gone, Santa's got their thank you. So it really does promote the whole concept of Santa's magical gift is to promote. I'm going to get you to maybe hold this for a second. I'll put it all back inside. There's seven clues and 3 thank you notes, and I'll put that back in here.
Okay.
So the whole idea of Santa's magical gift is to make Christmas morning fun, but imagine that after 10 years. Imagine, you've got a family heirloom that's unique to each family. And you've got all those little things. Now let's just say that you got one of those when you were 3.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And this very last Christmas, you woke up, and there sat your magic box from when you were 3. And there it was sitting with the lid open, and there was a clue in it from Santa. You would remember, you would go right back to like you were 3 years old again, and you would remember that there's 7 clues. You'd say, well, you must have been a good girl this year. And imagine if she walked out of the room and there was you with the camera taking pictures of her. And you'd follow those clues, and when you got to the final one, let's say there's something that you've always wanted your whole life, and you realized that Hunter had saved up and bought it for you. Like, wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
You would go back to your little wish book, and you'd open it up to the last empty page and find yourself writing what happened that Christmas beside your handwriting maybe when you were 11. Right? And so it continues. That's why I put for all ages, because giving and sharing and love is for everyone. And that really is why we all got to know each other, because that's the way you guys are. You know, you're all about your charities and helping other people, you know, and the kindness that's in your heart, right? And you're all about raising a young man that has those values, right? So that's why, you know, I really wanted to take some time and go through this with you, because I think we're going to do some good things with this, and I think we can change some families and bring a lot of love to a lot of people.
Definitely.
Definitely.
So thank you so much
Thank
for letting
you.
me show you about it.
Thank you.
All right, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.